It is day 3 of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's three-nation Europe tour. The Indian Prime Minister took part in the second India-Nordic summit, along with, of course, the Prime Ministers of Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Sweden and Norway. All of these countries form the Nordic Five. These are small countries but economic powerhouses. The collective GDP of the Nordic Five is $1.8 trillion. That's bigger than Russia, where the GDP is $1.5 trillion. The summit focused on growing economic cooperation. Prime Minister Modi invited the Norwegian pension funds to invest in India. Other areas of cooperation included the blue economy, health infrastructure, renewable and clean energy, and of course, sustainable solutions for the future. India and Nordic nations will also cooperate in building and restoring water bodies in India. The first India-Nordic summit was held in Stockholm back in 2018. This summit is especially significant for India. The United States is the only other country with which the Nordic Five engage at a summit level. The engagement between Europe and India has increased. Foreign ministers from European nations have visited India, making a strong push for growing strategic and economic cooperation. The Prime Minister's visit could set the stage for the India-EU summit, likely boosting the free trade agreement negotiations between the two. And for more details on this, our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibil, now joins us live from Copenhagen. Siddhant, thanks for joining us yet again. What can you tell us about some of the key announcements from the all-significant India-Nordic summit?
Well, one of the key focus areas was on investment, the Norwegian pension fund being invited by the Indian Prime Minister. Now, we need to understand that this is the largest pension fund in Europe, and their investment in India comes at a time when, of course, India is also growing. So a win-win solution, but a lot of conversation on blue economy, on environment, on climate change, something that was expected as well, that was natural as well. We also know that not only the Prime Minister and the Nordic leaders had the second Nordic and India summit, something that was the key focus area today. I'm standing at the Denmark's Prime Minister's office, and it is here where the summit happened, but also the bilateral meetings. And with each of the four countries, because remember with Denmark yesterday, the bilateral meeting happened. But today, when the Prime Minister and the four Nordic countries had their separate bilateral meetings, the conversations ranged from several issues, from climate change to, of course, energy security and other related issues. But we know that one thing that dominated the agenda was the Russian invasion of Ukraine. WION also asked a question to the Indian Foreign Secretary, to which he said, yes, this was a question, this was something, it was an issue that came up during the bilateral meetings and also the summit. We also know that many of these Nordic countries like Norway, like Finland, they do share border with Russia, and they are worried about what has happened in Ukraine. In fact, even as we speak now, focus has shifted to the Nordic summit. The leaders of the five Nordic countries are now holding their own separate summit, in which, of course, the biggest issue they are discussing and they are concerned about is the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the impact on their societies, on their countries.
Right, Siddhant, thanks so much for all those updates, and thanks for joining us from Copenhagen. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.